I understand being frozen. When your body just locks right where it is and everything feels much louder, your heartbeat, your breathing, your doubts. It's like the world keeps moving, but you're stuck in place. I've been there, scared to take that first step, not because I didn't care, because I cared too much. What if I fail? What if I'm not ready? That moment, the moment before the action, is one of the hardest things I've ever faced. And I know it's the same for some of you. Like climbing an ice cold mountain with no winter gear, every step feels raw, exposed, and painful. You want to move, but the fear, the doubts, and the unknown, it just freezes you in place. You question yourself and maybe even convince yourself you're not ready. But here is something I have learned. Maybe the first time feels so scary not because you're not feeling ready, but rather because time is waiting for you to make your move. And that's not just like delivering a speech or doing your first time performance. No, it can be applied to even the smallest things you do. I remember this very well during prom 2 months ago, where it was my first time being surrounded by a lot of guys my age, with some of them in senior year who are graduating. I also remember waiting for 1 hour and a half to start, yet my friends still didn't come. I kept acting like I was doom scrolling on my phone to hide that awkwardness. And I was hella scared too, because I thought I was gonna get clowned at. When they arrived, sure it did feel alright, but then the dance floor came around. Everyone didn't have a care in the world, and before I knew it, there was already a dance battle taking place and a good number went in. I never danced in front of a lot of people in the circle, so I thought, forget it. Then I hopped in. Sure, I did know how to dance a bit. I didn't care about the people encircling. It was all just crazy hype and something like that. And to be honest, it actually felt amazing. Now, my point is, you never know when it'll be really fun unless you try it. In fact, I almost didn't go to prom that evening, and that could have turned out so differently. That really served me as a reminder to always cherish everything new you try. There's about 29,000 days in a lifetime, but you don't know when it will be cut short, and you probably don't want your book of life empty, right? As exciting as first time experiences would feel, sometimes it might feel the opposite. And that opposite, it's one where it's all bad in every way, being humiliated, made fun of, and feeling so isolated. These are probably the three main assumptions that made us feel so scared of trying something new. And I also have a first time experience where it's all negative as well. It was a little more than 2 years ago, about April 2023. I was 15 at the time. After a couple months from watching the 2022 FIFA World Cup, I thought I might as well try actual football for myself. I was all clueless, wearing whatever equipment seems suitable. It was a practice match that day, and when the coach at the time asked me what position I wanted to play, I just blurted some random position I had primitive knowledge of. Some of them giggled, knowing they're mocking me. And the rest of the match, on that day, I feel like I'm the embodiment of the word pathetic across everything I did that evening. I still remember every last bit of detail, and it wasn't very nice. But here's the thing, even after feeling embarrassed, even after thinking maybe I'm not cut out for this, I didn't give up. It was just 3 words, don't give up. It may seem simple, but it's actually a lot more to it, trust me. I went back the next day, and the day after that, and slowly, just little by little, I started improving. I developed fitness more, I learned how to control the ball, and most importantly, I learned how to not let fear or shame decide my actions. The first step will always be the hardest. It's the one that shakes you, the one that makes you question yourself. But every first step, no matter how awkward or painful, is also a step forward. It's proof that you're moving, proof that you're trying, and proof that you're alive. Yes, you might stumble, you might fail, and yes, it might hurt. But if you never take that step, you'll never know the highs that come after the fear. You'll never get to experience the moments that make you laugh, that make you proud, that make life feel real. So today, I'd like you to remember this. Fear is not a signal to stop. Fear is a signal that something matters. And if it matters, that's exactly why you should take the step. Because the first step is never easy, and it is okay. It's more than okay. It is necessary, actually. And beyond that first step lies everything you've been waiting for. The laughs, the growth, who knows, maybe the possible memories, and even the small wins you make. They're all waiting. You just have to move. So, take that first step right now, even if it's small or almost effortless, or even if it's messy. Because every step after the first will feel a little lighter, a little more freer, and a little more yours. The first step's always the hardest, but you'll never know, it's also the start of everything.